Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is the top 10 rarest items in the game. For the 10th rarest item, we're jumping to Ashfall, heading to the upper fire field. And you're going to be heading this direction because we have to go down and fight the big guy right down here. This guy drops a rather rare armor piece. I was going to say armor set. It's an armor piece that you can get called the Red Dragon Plate. I'm not sure exactly how rare this item is, but it does take quite a while to get, so it's probably somewhere around a 1%. For our 9th rarest item, we are going to be heading to Greengard, but technically we're going to be heading to the Livingstone Caverns, and there's actually a particular area, so you're going to be entering this join command to access this area. If for some reason that command does not work, then you can head to the Livingstone Caverns in Heartwood, and this is the entry right here. So when you've come to this spot right here where the brood mother and all these things are, you just come right down here, and on the other side of this vine you will find the alcove. In here you're going to be finding two dungeons, one to the left and one to the right. Inside of these dungeons you will be finding rare chests. I ran the dungeon a few times trying to find a rare chest, but I just wasn't able to find it, and I didn't want to waste too much time trying to do this video, so they'll be spawning in different locations like this, and then inside the bag you might be able to get the Traveler's Pack. This is a very rare drop from the rare chest, and you can find this, like I said, in those two dungeons. You can also find it in the Crimson Cavern in Heartwood Forest. For our 8th rarest item, we're going to be heading to Doomwood. And actually, you can get it in two different locations, Doomwood Forest and in Bone Cliffs. The first place in Doomwood Forest is this dungeon right here. You're going to be getting the item out of rare chests in this location. You can also head to Bone Cliffs. There are 3 dungeons in this location that have the chests inside. This is one of, actually there's 4 because there's 3 of those ones. You have that one. You have another dungeon right over here. No. Another dungeon right up here. I got stunned. And the final dungeon right here, the Umbral Caves. You can run any one of those dungeons, and again, you're going to be looking for rare chests. In the rare chests, you might be able to get the Doom Ripper. This is a low drop rate weapon. For our 7th item, we're going to be heading to the Darkovia Castle Bridge. We're not going to be sticking around this area. We are going, what, did you see the size of that moon? Look at the size of that moon. Dang, that is huge. Once here, you're going to be going down to the cave. The reason why I went to the bridge is because this is a shortcut to this location right here. You're going right into here. If this is not available, you need to go through some of the storyline to get this area unlocked. Then you're going to be going right over here and into this dungeon right here. Push through this dungeon as fast as you can. Once you get to the final room, you're going to have a wave of werewolves to fight, which will then lead you to the boss. This is the guy you got to kill, and he's the guy that's going to be dropping the item you seek. Every time I do this, I'm always hoping I get it, but unfortunately, I didn't get it this time. It is called the Hunter's Stake. It is a very low drop rate. The next rare item, we are going to be heading to the Underworld. Once you get to this location, you can head right through this door, or you can just head right over here, and you've got this doorway right here leading you to the Arena of Souls. In here, you're going to have a series of mobs that will be spawning, different bosses that will be spawning in. Look at that big giant. That's really cool. I like the eclipse thing. But anyways, you're going to have mobs spawning into this location. The monster you want to fight is the Devourer of Souls. He is going to be dropping the Deathcaster Wings. You're going to need to be level 20 to access this area. You're also going to want a group of people to be fighting with you because otherwise this area can be very difficult. The Deathcaster Wings is not the only item that drops from this area though. For our 5th rare item, you can also get the Legion Soul Brand. This is a really nice looking weapon, and you can get this from the Devourer of Souls as well. So yes, you're looking for the same monster, and you're hoping he drops 2 different items, but they are both very rare drops. For our next item, we're going to be heading to Babylon. Actually, I'm just going to go to Yalger's Inn and then head out the door because it's a little bit quicker to where I want to go. Just around the side of Yalger's, you're going to be finding the Drewster. And the Drewster has an extremely low drop weapon. But this is definitely not the best place to get this item because this would take an insanely long time. The rumors are that the Drewster drops a weapon that is a 0.001% drop rate. That is insane. Now, I'm not sure if these Drewsters still have the same drop, but according to the wiki, they still drop it. The actual place, the real place you will want to go to farm this is in Dreadfool's Labyrinth. The fourth rare item is a really nice looking sword called the Midas Curse. This is one of my favorite swords actually. I don't use it very often, but I do really love it. Chests are going to be spawning in 4 different locations in this labyrinth. Once you learn the layout of the labyrinth, finding the chests isn't too difficult. However, if you're working with a team, you can find them much quicker. The chests have a low chance of dropping the Midas. Now, it's not a 0.001%. I'm not sure what the drop rate is, but I'm assuming it's somewhere around the 1% mark. These are the Labyrinth Chests, and this is what you're going to have, which will be dropping the Midas Curse. Now again, like I said, it's a low drop rate, so it might take a while until you get it, but these things spawn back rather fast, sometimes in the same location, but if they don't spawn in the same location, then you can run to the other corners. There are 4 different corners where this chest will be spawning. For the third rare item, we are going to be heading to the Shadow Skull Bridge. Well, actually, that's one of the ways of getting there. We're just going to use the join command, join Skull Tower. But if you did decide to use a bridge, you're going to be spawning over there, and you can just run right through here and right into the door. Right over here, you're going to find the dungeon you're going to be running. Now, the Necro Hen Hat is dropped by a boss, and the Necro Hen Hat is actually a 100% drop rate, meaning it will drop every single time. You may be wondering, why the heck is it on this list? Because the mob that drops the item is a 1% spawn, which technically means that the weapon itself is a 1% chance of getting, which is why it's on this list. But I should also mention that the second rarest item is also in this dungeon, but we'll get to that in a minute. So in the boss room, after defeating the Necro Knight, a boss is going to spawn. There are 4 different bosses that it could be, and like I said, one of them will be dropping the Necro Hen Hat. You're looking for the Dark Necro Henser, and that is the boss that drops the Necro Hen Hat. Moving on to the second rarest item, it's also in the same dungeon. However, you are looking for rare chests. And the reason why this is second on the list is because it is actually really difficult to find rare chests. Then you only have like a 1% chance of actually getting the Soulborn Axe. That is the second rarest item. The most difficult and most coveted of all rares has got to be this next one, our number 1 rarest item. You're going to be heading to Greengard Forest. Once here, you're going to be going to the right, and by now you probably know what's going on here. 2 people with the exact same name. Fishy. So we're going to be going into this challenge book right here, and you need to clear out the waves. Probably best to do this with Pirate or something long range, but Berserker or, Warrior, anything really works. It depends on what pace you want to do this at. You just want to get through the wave of enemies to get to the boss, because Mamazard has a very low drop rate of an item called Frogzard Ate My Head. This is only a 0.02% drop rate. But there you go. Those are the top 10 rare items in the game. What did you guys think of this list? Do you agree? Is there an item that should have been added in this list? Let me know in the comments below. That is it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and keep those swords swinging.